Good morning, hungry homies. Just having a little bit of my breakfast or pre-workout, I guess. This boy. So cream, grindstone blends, cream of wheat, just a plain rice cereal, unflavored, and some ground turkey and peanut butter, salt, and a calorie-free maple syrup. So crushing that, crushing a couple waters, and then it's leg day nice and early because I want to film and I'm hoping there's not going to be a lot of people there. What's up, hungry homies? We are just doing a little leg day here. Like I said in the intro, the gym was a little bit busier today, so I didn't want to seem like that person and have my camera out the whole time. So I just kind of kept to the corner to myself. But today is leg day, so I decided that it was going to be a squats type of day. Decent depth. Already did my few warm-up sets with 135, and I'm the laziest plate loader, so I will just continually slap on 10s on each side until I get my desired working weight. I don't know why. I hate unloading the bar and then just loading it with, like, it doesn't need to look cool with just full plates, so I'm just lazy that way. Next set here, threw on another couple 10s. What is that? 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 175-ish. Yeah, things are feeling relatively okay. My right knee has been bothering me for many months and basically throughout my entire prep. So just working to kind of address that and either push through it. But funny enough, it wasn't my knee that was hurting me. It was my hip. And I'm going to show you right there. That's where it hurts. And we're going to do some stiff leg RDLs or deadlifts, whatever you want to call it. I think I kind of do a little bit more of a stiff leg here, but I do like this movement for hamstring development a lot. Again, I just throw on small plates so I can get as close to the ground as possible. And yeah. Next up, thought I'd try myself some single leg press. Again, this one used to really bother my right knee. Knee felt okay, but as you can see by my face, my left hip doesn't feel okay. It's not even that heavy. I think I have only a plate aside. But bringing that down to my, like the weight down into my hip really feels bad. So I am just powering through here, people. This is probably one of my favorite exercises since this gym doesn't have a glute ham raise. I really like this one for the glute ham tie-in. So it's kind of like a 45-degree angle back extension, but I'm not coming up too high that it's going to get my lower back bumping. So it's mostly just basically like a reverse curl, a Nordic curl, as you might call it. But these are probably one of my favorites just to gas out my glutes right at the end of a workout. And then I just hop right over to the decline crunch because it's right there. I usually pepper in. And then I just hop right over to the decline crunch because it's right there. I usually pepper in some abs at the end of a workout. 1 or 2 different exercises, but almost happens almost every day. But yeah, that was the leg day number 1 for the week. Well, I didn't film that much because there was actually a lot more people at, oh my god, my grays are out of control. Didn't film that much because there's more people than I thought that would be there at 9 a.m. But that's okay. Got a little bit. It was really good. It felt really good. My knee, if you remember in some of my other videos, has been yucky. But it feels actually really good. On the flip side, my left hip, I think I tweaked it a bit last week. I have sort of like a reoccurring injury with that one in my tensor fascia lata, TFL in my left hip. And then I got up to 205 or 215, can't remember, for squats, and I could feel like on the way down, it was like a bing, a bing. So I need to correct that ping with Leo on Monday. So, yeah, so now we're gonna go home and I'm gonna make first of all, I'm having a greasy yet good hair day. Good pony day, let's say. Anyway, go home, make food. I have an appointment this afternoon, and then I work this evening. Yay, team.
4 to 6 more days later.
Welcome back. It is a few days later, and I just wasn't really in the mood to film. So we're back. Actually, this is going to be another leg day, but we're doing a little bit more hamstring focus this time. But we are first starting out with breakfast. And it is Halloween, as you can tell. I'm just making my usual egg whites with whole eggs. And then the freaking dog gets the yolks because he's a spoiled little biatch. I definitely prefer the whole egg white to the cartoned eggs. I kind of discovered at the end of my last prep that it was giving me some wicked gastric issues. So if the cartons are on sale, I'll usually kind of like do half egg whites from a whole egg and half from the carton. But just because sometimes eggs are so expensive right now, it should not be $5 for a friggin' and just hear me out with this rant. These are supposed to be large eggs, and I am convinced that they are medium. They are super small yolks and just small. So I think shrinkflation, it's a thing.
That's not for Cliff. Racing over because I was moving my stuff at the exact right time.
Little bit of salt for the pumps. Okay, a lot of salt because I'm salty. And fight me on this one, but food tastes better on fun melamine plates and bowls. This is the guy who owns the machine. Flip. That is a good looking egg white. Let me fold her up. Put it on the egg English muffin there, which is like my favorite carb source right now. And voila. Back to the gym. We are starting with some sumo RDLs. So just focusing on reaching my hips back, twisting the floor out with my feet and keeping my knees pushed out as well. A good, nice pump stretch feeling into my hamstrings and in my glutes. So squeezing out, getting the ugly butt at the top, proving to you that you're supposed to squeeze your butt at the top of the movement if you want to, grow your glutes and all. Working up in weight. I think that's just 135 right now. Nothing crazy, but my back is always a little bit wonky. And as you've noticed, I still don't have my custom Cardillo belt yet. That was ordered probably a couple weeks ago. So like 12 more weeks to go before that comes. So it's probably sometime around my birthday, I'll have my my old new belt. What are we saying? 135, 45, 55, 155, sumo, stiff leg, RDLs, whatever you want to call them. They felt pretty good actually. So I think I stopped after that weight because it was enough. I still don't want to quite fail yet in any of my movements, so just getting in the reps. Next up was my reverse facing hack squat, which the young gentleman at the gym came up to me and said he'd never seen anyone use it this way before. So now I'd be willing to bet we're going to see more people using it this way. But I really like it. Takes a lot of pressure off of my knee, and my hip doesn't feel terrible. I feel a lot of pull in my hamstrings and into my glutes. So that was the goal. And then, of course, this one, I don't know if you notice it because on the other side, I freaking smashed my finger with the safeties there, the handles. That was fun. So I had a bit of a bruised nail after that one, but I hide it well because I'm tough like that. Booty blaster. So glad this gym has one. It's nice to have. I'm not a huge proponent of just like loading it up and just doing an insane amount of weight. I like to get a big stretch in the bottom and keeping my knees pushed out and through my heels and into my hamstrings. So it's effective if you have proper form and proper range of motion and not just trying to throw on a bunch of plates to impress your gym crush. And for your viewing pleasure, my dog, Cliff, in the biter costume for Halloween. Isn't it spooky? Oh.